Hello, hello, hello to all of my wonderful Capricorns. So this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. If you check my calendar down below, if you check the posting dates, today is a very special day because it's not a regular uploading video day. So we're going to be talking about death and rebirth. I'm going to try to help you get to this new moon successfully. We have this new moon coming in 2 days on the 11th. So happy Friday. Ooh, cards flying out my hand. They want to tell us something, right? We're going to leave those cards right there. This is a general reading. These cards are the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. These cards right here are the Sacred Self-Care Oracle deck by Jill Pyle. Let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my wonderful Capricorns as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where they need to take action. What information do we have for my wonderful Capricorns? We're moving towards a new moon, so that means a new, fresh new start where you're going to see a lot of yeses. Yes, yes, yes for a new house, yes for a new car, yes for a new soul tribe, yes for new friends, yes for, yes, yes, yes for everything that you've been putting out in that universe, a big old yes. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Okay. So we got some cards down here. What do these cards say? Okay. Oh, Capricorn. Yes. Look, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yes. Okay. Let's put this over here for just a second so we can just. Somebody is roll out. Ludicrous. Roll out. Yes. Listen. Man. We got the Death Rebirth card. This is why I like to shuffle the cards in front of you all. We got the Death Rebirth card. And speaking of which, we can talk about the number 9 today. And we have the King of Cups. All right. We're not even going to make this. This is not even going to be a long reading. I can just tell you that right now. Somebody, for their peace, for their inner peace, had to flee the scene for real. Like somebody had to just say, okay, I'm giving up some things that were just very familiar to me. And listen, somebody had to let go of some family members. Listen, those relationships had to die because literally when we're talking about death, rebirth, some of those family relationships or people that you love dearly was killing you. And I'm going to tell you why. People are so used to you all being loyal to them that they never even, it just never even crosses their mind that you would ever do this. It just never crosses their mind that you would ever just leave. Never. Never in a gazillion years did they think that the Capricorn would be brave enough to just roll out and focus on numero uno, you. But now you're doing it. See, because you're not interested in repeating another cycle. You're not interested in repeating another cycle. This is, when I say faith walk for real, you all are like, I got to abandon some family members, like for real. I just need to cut them off. I need to let them go. And this right here, this lets me know that you love them deeply, right? Deep, deep, deep. You love them real deep, right? And at some point you felt like, okay, we were on the same wavelength. But the moment you started talking about some hopes and dreams and you want to do this and you want to do that, that's where you start to see some cracks in the foundation, right? And here's the thing. Your heart was in the right place, Capricorn, because you were thinking about generational wealth, creating generational wealth, and them being a part of it. But guess what? They can't go to the next chapter with you. They just can't. So you had to let it go. You had to give it a long thought. You literally had to start activating this crown chakra. Because logically, it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense to anybody because you are the anchor, you're the rock. People really are dependent upon Capricorn's energy. I'm telling you, but you like, you know what? A new start is on the way. This is what this new moon represents. You're like, I'm forgetting about the past. I'm moving past all of this. I'm not turning into a pillar of salt. This is not going to be another cycle where I repeat it, where I'm kind of giving up on my dreams and I'm doubting myself, right? Not anymore. It's not happening anymore. So yes, you had to sit down somewhere. You had to sit down somewhere. You had to get to your crown chakra. You said, you know what? I need to make some firm decisions about some things. and I'm gonna be at peace with it. So I gotta let some family members go. I see you, Capricorn, out here doing big things. Yes. So before, you may have felt like, do I give them up or do I give up my dreams? Because this dream thing is pulling on me. It's tugging on my spirit. It's really tugging on me. It's like, okay, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. But people have gotten so comfortable with you, Capricorn, that they never, ever, ever thought in a gazillion years that you would take this stance and you would roll out for real. They never thought it in a gazillion. If somebody would have asked them, would the Capricorn ever leave me? They'd be like, oh, no, Capricorn, they're not going to, Listen, you got to remind some people. Let them know, Capricorn. Let them know, let them know, let them know, let them know. You got to let them know. I am a Capricorn. I am a God. I am loyal. I am hardworking. I am a team player. I am ambitious. I am classy. I am responsible. I exhibit a great deal of self-discipline, and I have a great deal of self-control. I'm a great manager of people, money, and time. I am the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Sea-goat to be exact. But I had to let this thing go. For real. I really had to let some relationships in my family go because y'all weren't supportive. Matter of fact, y'all were vultures. I need y'all to understand, when you start looking at things with your spiritual eyes, it saves you so much. It saves you so much time. It saves you so much money. It saves you so much energy and heartbreak. For real. Like, if you start looking at things with your spiritual eyes, some of y'all family members have absolutely been acting like vultures. And y'all know what a vulture is by definition. A vulture is a bird of prey that scavenges on carrion, which is decaying of flesh of dead animals. Vultures they have bald heads and they're devoid of feathers, right? Okay. And I'm not trying to make light or make a joke out of any of this. Y'all can go look it up yourselves. Go look up the definition yourselves. I'm telling you, some family members really thought, and I'm talking about from birth, I'm going to keep it 100. From birth, some of y'all family members have been trying to talk you out of your dreams because they could see something on you when you came into this realm. There's something about that Capricorn. They're gonna change the world. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. So they have done nothing but speak death into your entire life. Don't you want to do this instead of that? Well, I want to start this. I want to do. No, you should go in this direction, right? Your whole life, people have been doing all kinds of stuff, but now you said, you know what? I'm throwing caution to the wind. I know who I am. I'm standing in my power, and I'm doing this. An obsessive, radical focus on the things that I want to do, because you know your ancestors got your back. They've been leading the way the whole time. They're like, nah, you have such a special calling on your life. You got to get away from those vultures. And what's so sad, what's so sad, Capricorn, is that some of the vultures are in your own family. See, it would be easier to leave that kind of behavior if it was a friend. Well, it would be easier, right? If it was a friend, if it was somebody you just met that was an acquaintance, a colleague, or whatever. But this was somebody, these are people that you absolutely love. Your heart is invested, right? People you know your entire life. So yeah. Let's talk about the number 9 for a second. That's heavy. When I look at that, I'm like, I know that ripped somebody's heart out, but you had to finally make a decision. Like, family, if y'all not going to support me, I'm out. For real, I'm out of here. Here we go to number 9. Number 9 is the number of transformation. Something needs to end, death, rebirth, to begin again. When I tell you that you would have rather, the way you all are set up, Capricorns, you would rather take people along with you, especially people that you really love, family. You know, you just feel like, okay, this is they're my security blanket, my money, my family, my security blanket, right? You would rather have taken them along with you, but what you're starting to find out is that some people just didn't have your best interest at heart. They really didn't. So here we go, death, rebirth. So 9 can regenerate itself over and over and over again, and it exhibits a great deal of determination. A number 9 person is warm, outgoing, loving, with a dramatic flair. They exude a magnetic personality that allows them to get along with pretty much anybody, right? Number 9, have a very sweet nature, soul. They don't like to see anybody in pain. And when you're seeing somebody who's suffering, you reach out to them since you truly care about how other people feel. And if you have a healing balm or stress alleviation tool, you even share it with them, right? And so people were looking at you all Capricorns as like, okay, Capricorn is really like my anchor. Like, we know we can depend on Capricorn whenever we need Capricorn, right? But they were not there for you in the same way that you were there for them. And I'm specifically talking about family for this particular reading, right? We're not talking about a friend, an acquaintance, or we're talking about family, somebody that you grew up with, somebody that you really, really love deeply. Yes. Or it could have been somebody that you were married to. Okay. But nevertheless, you decided you know what, it's go time for me. It's a brand new me. And, hey, when relationships end, not everybody's going to be happy. Not everybody is going to be happy, but you got to do this for you, because again, you got to get to your legacy wealth. This is what would have really helped them too. Why didn't they just, anyway, I ain't gonna spend too much time on this reading because I think y'all already know what it is. And listen, let me tell you something. Boy, something about them guardian angels watching over y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. Where's that card right there? When you got to the God level of clarity, see, here, okay. This is how I started. You sat down somewhere after watching my video. Just kidding. But for real, after y'all sat down somewhere and y'all started to meditate, right? This is where you were, your solar plexus chakras, right? This is the start of this whole thing, right? You went from here and went all the way up to your crown chakra. This was the God level of clarity. This is the strength. This is your fire. You getting your fire back. You were like, something is not right. You got your fire back, right? You went to your God level of clarity to see how things really, really were. Because you couldn't really see it from where you were because you were trying to make logical sense out. Y'all know how y'all are, Capricorn, make logical sense out of stuff, right? But boy, you wasn't counting on what you saw in the spirit realm, right? Because, listen. Okay. This is how the person looked to you, right? Like the knight in shining armor. Again, knight in shining armor could be a man or woman, okay? Don't be fooled by the picture, right? Could be a man or woman, right? Person was flowers, candy, whatever, everything, right? But this is what they were blocking, right? This is what they were blocking. They knew that you were dependable. They knew all these wonderful things about you, right? And they were doing everything they could possibly do to sabotage that. But this is what they were blocking. You, on the other hand, Capricorn, was like, no, I really want that person. I really want this person to enjoy this in my life. But they were doing everything they could do to sabotage you. They were talking about your family. They were talking about your friends. I'm talking about the ones that's on your same frequency. We're not talking about the fair weather friends or the fake friends or the faux friends. That guardian angel was watching over you the entire time. The guardian angel said, in order for you to hear what I got to tell you, Capricorn, I need you to go in the spirit. Come on up here. Come up to the spirit realm so I can tell you. I got something to tell you, Capricorn, right? So, again, that came to you in so different ways. Some of you all have been watching tarot card readings and hearing that you need to meditate more. Some of you all, ran across somebody who said, you know what, I just started yoga and meditating. You're like, oh, let me try it too. Then boom, those messages started coming through. At first, you were walking around like this with your blindfolds on. You couldn't really see or hear anything that the universe was trying to share with you about this, because you had to go to your God level of clarity to hear what the God in you was saying. Boy, when that thing was exposed, when their manipulation tactics was exposed, guess what died? The relationship. It completely and totally backfired on them. They thought they were going to manipulate you out of your dreams, but it actually backfired. And okay, ooh, yes. They did try it, didn't they? They didn't count on you having guardian angels watching over you and your ancestors having your back. That's what they didn't count on. But guess what? Again, this is a romantic relationship. Like I said, for some people, it's a romantic relationship where you had to leave that significant other because they were literally manipulating you to death. For some of you all, It was, and they're very vulture-like behavior. They were waiting for your dreams to die. You know what? Don't do this. Don't. Why you staying up so late? Why you working on that? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Yeah, literally manipulating you to death. For some of you all, and like I said, this reading is about family, whether were in a relationship with you romantically, or whether they grew up with you like blood relative family. But this is about people waiting for you to die, like literally circling your body like a vulture. Their spirit, the evil side of their spirit, even though they look like this, don't get it twisted. There's a lot of people who come to you and they got a smile on their face. They're attractive. They seem like they have all this stuff together. But for real, they just there. They sent to take you out. And the lesson that you learn from this is, I have to start listening to my spirit, right? I have to start listening to my spirit. Even when it doesn't make logical sense, I got to stop listening. I got to start listening to my spirit. Look at this card right here. Look for fairies. You had to ascend higher to hear what the God in you was telling you about this particular situation, right? Because in your heart of hearts, as hardworking as you are, Capricorn, you wanted to make this thing work and bring them along with you to enjoy the fruits of your labor, of your multiple streams of income, and your legacy wealth. But guess what? They can't go. They can't go. They can't go. They should have never tried to manipulate you. They literally tried to manipulate you to death, and it backfired. That's what I have for you, Capricorns. And congratulations to you. Ka-ching, for real. Like, sometimes you just got to to the left, for real. They just have to go, because they were not good for all that the universe was trying to release to you. That's what I have for you. Bye.